Hey guys, welcome to a very special episode of Cooking at Home. Today we're going to be starting our mini-series where we are going to cook the perfect Thanksgiving meal. Now this series is going to be broken down into several episodes, but today's episode is going to focus on the very basics, and that is going to be the cranberry sauce. Now this isn't your traditional cranberry sauce where you just grab some cranberries and some sugar, although we are doing that. We're gonna add a few little extra kicks to it that are gonna help this be a little bit different than what you might typically see. Now guys, if you are enjoying any of the content on the channel, or if you're looking forward to those next episodes, by all means, please feel free to hit that like, subscribe, or that little dinner bell thingy so you know when the next episode hits the YouTube universe. Now with that out of the way guys, let's get to our cranberry sauce. It's going to be super quick, delicious, and simple, and I promise you, you're gonna love it. But of course, before that, B-roll. Alright, so with that B-roll done, let's get to our ingredients. And of course, the first thing we're going to need to make some cranberry sauce is these cranberries right here. These are fresh, guys. You can see this is a 340 gram bag. Now, I will be using two of these because we're going to feed a lot of people and I want some extras. So go ahead and grab yourself one or two of these bags, followed by some cinnamon sticks. Now, I recommend you grab one or two, depending on the size of them and how many cranberries you're using, but basically one per bag. To that, you'll want to add about one or two thumb-sized knobs of this ginger. Again, fresh is what you want, guys, but if you only have powdered, that would do all right as well. Next, you want to grab this runaway orange, and yeah, you're going to be using the zest of this, guys. You're going to use a peeler to get the zest, and then also some of the juice. Now, to get that jam-like consistency and sweetness, it's going to cut into the tartness, you're going to want to use some sugar. Now, in this case, guys, I'm using about 1 to 1.5 cups of sugar, but you can use more or less depending on how sweet you want it. To make this cranberry sauce more adult appropriate, we're going to go ahead and add ourselves 1 to 1.5 ounces of bourbon. Now guys, you could replace this with something else, but bourbon is my go-to for this recipe. So that's it guys, this is the super simple yet super delicious cranberry sauce. As you can see, very few ingredients. We just need a little bit of time to put it all together, so let's get the prep. To start our prep, you're going to go ahead and grab yourself one large saucepan, which you'll be adding your cranberries, pouring dramatically from a high distance, of course. Now again guys, I am planning to make extra, so I'm adding 2 bags of cranberries. This is for about a total of 700 to 750 grams of cranberries, but basically you just want these all in the pot. With our cranberries in the pot, we're just going to grab ourselves 2 cinnamon sticks and just put these in directly. Yes, it's really that simple. Now for our ginger, we're going to go ahead and grab that and give that a quick slice, and you're going to get a nice big chunk like so. You can go bigger or smaller depending on how much you like ginger, but 1 or 2 pieces like that should do. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our pot and put that back in as well. With your ginger nestled in a bed of cranberries, it's time to grab your orange. Oh, and don't forget your peeler too, because you're going to need to get all of those skins off. Now you could use a microplane here guys and just get the zest, but we want long strips, kind of like you would have in an old fashioned. Now you could zest the whole orange if you want, but I suggest using about half to 3/4 of the zest on the orange as needed. So that'll cover all of our fresh ingredients, guys. Now it's time to add some sugar. Now for this recipe, I am using 1.5 cups of sugar, guys, but if you want a bit more sweetness, you can go ahead and do that, but I do enjoy the tartness that it brings. I also like the kick that bourbon brings, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that right now, bring that in, be excited like a child, and of course open that before we pour 1 to 1.5 ounces in. Now all that's left, guys, is move to the stove and add some water. So on medium heat, you're going to go ahead and add about 1 cup of water. Again, guys, you can adjust this as needed. You could also add 50-50 orange juice if you want. But in any case, just go ahead and add the water for now and give that a quick stir. With everything adequately stirred, it's time to actually get some more liquid in here, and that's going to come through our orange juice. And since we have fresh oranges, we're going to go ahead and juice those first. So grab your nearest juicing utensil, in this case this, well, yellow weird plastic thing that we have, and go ahead and start to juice your oranges. Now this is a bit too shallow, so you can just squeeze the rest on top, but basically get as much juice out of your oranges as possible. With the innards of your orange properly squeezed, you're going to go ahead and dump that into a glass. and you should be left with about a half to 1 cup of orange juice. So with orange juice in hand, it's time to head back to the stove. Now we've got about a half a cup here, so we're gonna go ahead and add all of that, but you can add more if you want. You can get store-bought as well, that's totally fine guys, but you want that bit of sugar and acid that you get from the orange juice. So after about 10 or 15 minutes, you should have something that looks a bit like this. A lot of liquids come out, but we're not quite there. But if you wait 45 minutes, you should have something that's like this, reduced by half, beautiful, red, sticky, very aromatic guys, and a just beautiful cranberry sauce in the making. So after about 45 minutes, it's time to take this off the heat and begin to remove some of those extra pieces. Now, as you can see guys, it has a beautiful dark red consistency, definitely looks like that kind of jam texture that we're looking for, but there's also a lot of little chunks in here, including the cinnamon sticks and the ginger. So grab yourself your most pinchiest of tools, in this case a set of tongs, and go ahead and fish out all of those pieces. Do not recommend that you leave the cinnamon sticks or the ginger in guys, but when it comes to the orange peels, I think optionally you can remove these, but if you're lazy like me, go ahead and keep them in there anyways. With that done, grab yourself a small bowl and begin the plating process. In this case, large heaping scoops of our cranberry sauce directly into the bowl. And then we're simply going to top it guys with a little bit of fresh sage. And there you go, there is our upgraded cranberry sauce, perfect for Thanksgiving guys, and really even better on some sandwiches. It's got a beautiful consistency, brightness from that orange, and deep, rich flavor from those cinnamon sticks guys. I cannot recommend this enough. And to prove it, I'm gonna taste some, and yeah, it's good, it's real good. Anyways guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode in our extravaganza here for Thanksgiving. As always, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. We will see you in the next one.